And a short kick fielded to the 25 by Lucero. And there's a fumble. The ball is loose, but picked up by a Lamar player as Lucero was trying to hand it off to Angelo Valdez. Recovered there by Travis Hall. And sometimes when you, like you said, when you use up a play too much, the other team gets wise, even though Brush didn't recover the fumble there. Even had that handoff been made, I saw the Beat Diggers pretty much containing that play.
Yeah, it looked like the guys that are, on a kickoff team, you're very outside wide people. They're responsible for containment, and Brush had plenty of containment on that kickoff.
1st and 10 for Lamar at their own 24-yard line, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Walker to throw. He's at left sideline, complete at the 30-yard line, down at the 32. And that was over there, I believe, to Bryant. It was. Neil Samples in on the play, a gain of 8. And you know that Lamar is going to rely on going up top and through the air in order to try to get back into this ball game.
And if you're the Digger defense, that's something you like, because when you throw the ball, 3 things can happen. 2 of those are bad, and if you have to rely on the passing game in high school football, you're in trouble.
The ball just shy of the 32, 2nd down and 2 for Lamar at their own 32. Back to pass again. Walker pumps, rolling to his left. Now he'll throw it left sideline, incomplete over the head of Bryant at the 47-yard line. Bobby O'Kelly over there along with Neil Samples. The Beat Diggers' most recent drive was 8 plays, 60 yards in 3 minutes and 48 seconds. And as Dave said it, Joe Ginther with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. This one to Bobby Gutierrez, his first 2 to Neil Samples and then to Kyle Temple. Not only has he thrown 3 touchdown passes, but the last 3 times the Beat Diggers have had the football, they've had 3 touchdown passes. An amazing run.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about Joe throwing the ball, because he's throwing the ball great. It's just that I don't have much confidence in the passing game because they don't use it that often.
3rd down and 2 from the 32. Valdez in motion to the right. Walker on the end around to Valdez, hit at the 34-yard line, but they're going to give him a 1st down with a pretty good spot. I think Josh Deal made the initial hit, David Cummings around the football, but pretty good spot right there, Dave, because it looked like he was hit at around the 33.5-yard line, but that is a gain of 2. And, boy, they'll give him the 35, really. Gain of 3 and a 1st down.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that was an excellent spot that Lamar got right there. But, still, Brush held him to 3 yards on a carry. It was kind of an end-around play. That's a play that could have been broke for, 60 yards for a touchdown, and it wasn't. They stopped him for 3 yards, and that's the name of the game now. You're up by 2 touchdowns. Make them take all the time off the clock they have to take if they're going to score.
1st down and 10 for Lamar at their own 35. 3 receivers set to the right, 1 to the left. Lucero, the lone setback. Hard count by Walker, handoff up the middle to Lucero, and he is pinned after a 2-yard gain by David Cummings at the 37-yard line, setting up a 2nd down and 8, and that's the way a linebacker has to play in this Digger defense.
You bet. Another guy that was in there was Jared Marwitz. He shot through on the right side of the center over there, and Marwitz just wreaked havoc there on the inside of that line. So Jared's playing a great game, a senior nose guard, had an injury at the beginning of the season with his collarbone, bounced back and played some really solid defense this year for Brush.
The receiver to the left is Matt Lera. Again, 3 to the right. Lucero, the lone setback. 2nd down and 8. Walker to pass, looking, throwing right. It's incomplete. Nearly picked off by O'Kelly at the 47-yard line. It was thrown behind Bryant at the 50-yard line. Mike Bryant was open, but somehow that little hook pattern on the inside, that little slant pattern, was not read by Walker, or either that or Bryant just ran too far. I don't know what happened there, but it looked like the pass was actually intended for O'Kelly because he nearly had an interception on the ground.
Yeah, that ball just real fast one-hop to O'Kelly. O'Kelly caught it, tried to put on a pretty good acting show to try to get the interception, and the officials alertly saw that he never caught it. But, I don't know. I think he just threw the ball. I think Walker just threw the ball in the middle, hoping somebody'd catch it.
3rd down and 8 for the 37. Lamar on their own side of the field. Walker to throw, standing at his 30, throws. It's complete at the 49-yard line to Bryant. 1st down as he crosses the 50 to the 48. Neil Samples made the play, but that is a very valuable pickup of 15 yards for the Savages, and they are in Beat Digger territory, and that's a huge play for Lamar, because if they were down by 2 touchdowns, as they are now, and had to punt, Brush could easily chew up time and take a 2-touchdown lead into the 4th quarter.
You bet, and I'll tell you what, we got to eat the clock. Brush has definitely got to eat the clock, but there's a lot of football game left here, and 2 touchdowns isn't a comfortable lead.
Exactly. Lining up on the right hash mark. 1st and 10, Lamar at the Brush 48. Backs are split. Back to passes Walker. Deep drop, pumps. He's got pressure. He's going to be sacked. He fumbles the football. He falls on it at the 49-yard line, but nearly getting to that football was Jared Marwitz, just a step and a half away. nonetheless, that's going to be a loss of 3 yards on the play, and the Diggers now, they'll mark it back at the 48, second down and 14, so we give them a -4, and that Digger defense coming up with the inside pressure.
You bet. We got pressure on Walker, and, remember in the first quarter, that's not something we had, and Lamar was able to throw the ball pretty much at will, and now we're getting some pressure up the middle. DBs are doing a good job with their pass coverage. Things are coming together for the defense.
Quick drop by Walker over the middle, complete to Lira, who is spun around and driving for a first down. He's got it at the 38-yard line on a 2nd and 14. He got 14, and Lamar continues this drive, getting into Digger territory even deeper.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Drew Tedford was really fired up because he didn't make the tackle on that play, but he sure did get a good lick on him right there. And had he made the tackle, they still would have had 8 yards on that pass reception. He didn't get the tackle. They only picked up 10, but big hit by Tedford, and I think next time Lara's going to be thinking twice when he goes to catch the ball.
Valdez, the outside receiver to the left, along with Bryant. Lucero, the outside receiver to the right, along with Lira. Naked backfield, Valdez in motion to the right. This is going to be a keeper off the fake handoff and a gain of 1 by the quarterback, Jake Walker, down to the 37. Matt Manier around the football, as well as a couple of other beat diggers. I don't know if that play was busted. It just didn't look like it was a natural play because he did fake the handoff and then took a half spin like he was in that Akron Rams single wing offense.
Yeah, that is what it looked like there, and I don't know if it was a missed handoff or what, but who cares? It's 2nd and 9, and we're just interested in getting the ball back here.
And the clock is running with 4:10 to go in the third quarter. Brush leading Lamar 26-12. They have scored 19 unanswered points. Everybody bunched in tight on that Lamar offense. To the right is Robbie Wilger. Receiver in motion to the left now is Valdez. The handoff up the middle to Lucero. He drives to the 35. It's a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 7. And did you see something, Dave?
I thought we might have had a fumble on that right there at the end, and it looks like a Digger came up with the ball, but the official said that he was down already. Held him to 2 yards.
Update.
3rd down and 7 from the 35 as Walker gets the play in from the sidelines. We have other games taking place today. 6-man, 8-man, Class A and 2A playoffs. We'll have an update shortly with Kevin Schaefer on 3rd down and 7. Lamar for the Brush 35 with 3:18 to go in the third with a back split. Back to pass Walker. He'll throw it out on the screen on the wide receiver to Valdez. He is tackled at the 30-yard line by Bobby O'Kelly. It's a pickup of 5, a 4th down and 2 decision here for Lamar. And before they make that decision, we go back to the studio. Kevin Schaefer with a game update.
Quickly, guys, Burlington is a final. They defeated Cedar Ridge 27-8. Akron rolling Custer County 41-0 in the fourth. And Kit Carson in 6-man drilled Bethune 62-6. That game a final as well. Back out to you.
Meanwhile, a huge play for the Digger defense, winning right now by 14, 2:43 to go in the third, 26-12. 4th down and 2 for Lamar at the Brush 30 on the right hash mark. Lucero in the backfield along with Wilcher. In motion to the left is Valdez. It'll be a handoff to Lucero up the middle. 1st down, still on his feet, down to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10.
Yeah, what happened, Lamar brought the Valdez in motion here from the right side, and they had 2 tight ends. They brought him in motion. As soon as he got behind the tackle on the far side, they hiked the ball, and he was a lead blocker for Lucero. Lucero just put his head down and ran, and to be honest with you, I think Lucero thought he was going to get tackled because he didn't know that he was in the wide open field. If he had had his head up, I think he would have been able to trot into the end zone.
Valdez in motion to the left for the 20. The handoff again to Lucero, tripped up by Benier, but he slipped past that tackle, but he only got to the 19-yard line as other Diggers were there to contain him. A gain of 1 and 2nd down and 9, and it looked like they ran the same play there, Dave.
Yeah, I think it was the exact same play, and it's kind of weird because as soon as Valdez gets behind the quarterback and they snap the ball, you can't really even see Lucero take that handoff, and I don't know if the Digger linebackers and the DBs can see who has the ball back there. It's a pretty exciting little offense.
Lamar's had the ball for over 6 minutes. 2nd down and 9 from the 19 in Digger territory. Valdez is in motion to the right, running past Lucero. The pitch right to Lucero doesn't have much. He loses yardage. A fumble on the play, but they're going to say he was down. I don't know about that. Neil Samples recovered the fumble. It's a loss of 3 back to the 22-yard line, and I wonder if that was premature, Dave, or he actually fumbled the ball with his knee down.
I'll tell you what, I thought it was a fumble, but I got to give credit to Neil Samples again at a strong safety position. Just flew up there. It was a designed pitch out where they just, they're just making a making it clear they're going to run the ball down the sideline and get it outside. And Neal just stood his ground. He broke down, made the nice tackle, and just about came up with the fumble.
3rd down and 12 to go for the Digger 22. The lone setback is Wilcher. In motion to the left is Lucero. Now 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Back to pass Walker, looking left, throwing underneath. It looked like that was one hop, but they're going to call that a catch, I believe, to Lucero, only to the 21-yard line. And, give him the catch, Dave. It's only 1 yard. It's 4th down, and the clock runs.
Yeah, exactly. It's just exciting to keep that clock running, and it's 4th and long. So everything's in favor of the Diggers. The only negative there was the fact that he didn't catch the ball. It bounced, and, if you're a Brush Speed Digger defensive player, that kind of makes you mad that they got credit for something that wasn't theirs.
Yep, and actually they didn't even get a yard. It looks like they got maybe half a yard, so it's still 4th down and 12 now. With 15 seconds to go in the 3rd, the Diggers up 26-12, easily the biggest play of the game right now. 1 man in the backfield. Walker wants to throw. Deep drop, looking right, pumping, throwing towards the right corner of the end zone. That looks like offensive interference over the head of the intended receiver, Angelo Valdez, pushing off on O'Kelly. It will be offensive interference, and Dave, obviously that's going to be declined.
You bet. Brush is going to decline that penalty, and, they're going after Bobby O'Kelly because he's the guy that blew his coverage in the first half, and they think that Valdez can beat him. That time O'Kelly did a great job. He settled into his position there. He stayed in between the receiver and the quarterback, and when the ball came down, he was the one that was in the best position to catch the ball.
I love Josh Deal. This guy is right in the referee's face like a true captain, giving him the decline signal, making sure, hey, I'm buddies with you. We're doing the best we can here. We'll get the football, and let's run out the 3rd quarter. And right now, if you're Brush, what a reward to play defense for 7 minutes and 56 seconds only to see Lamar turn the football over on downs.
You bet. The only thing that can make this sweeter now for the defense is if the offense can get some momentum going with their ground game, just chew up the clock, drive it all the way down the field, and score a touchdown and pound some of the last nails in this coffin.
Well, it looks like that they're walking off the penalty yardage, and the Diggers have the football. That's even a better reward because it shortens the field.
You bet. The Diggers were going to get the ball on about the 25 or so. Now they got the ball on the 37, so great opportunity for the Diggers here to finish them off.
With only 4 seconds to go in the 3rd. And now we have an official's timeout. I mean, you wonder if they can do that, but they are. Okay, I thought they were going to talk about that now. Leading 26-12, the backs are split. Samples in motion to the right, and inside handoff to Hefner, hit at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down. He may have lost a yard. A collapsing defense over there by Lamar. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Brush 26, Lamar 12. Back for the final 12 minutes in 1 minute on KSIR.